like it. Okay, we're ready?
Grindelwald is at the base of the three highest mountains in the Bernese Alps, the Eiger, the Monk, and Jungfrau. All three peaks can be seen from Grindelwald, and Top of Europe is one way to get just a little bit closer to those peaks. You can get there from multiple places, but Grindelwald Terminal is where the Eiger Express originates from. It's pretty new, it just opened at the end of 2020. From the Grindelwald Terminal, we took the Eiger Express gondola to Eiger Glacier Station, then Jungfrau Railway. That's the quickest way. Another option is to skip the gondola and from Grindelwald Grund or Grindelwald Railway Station, or the next closest town would be Lauterbrunnen. Take the classic Wingernalp Railway to Klein Scheidig Station, and then you switch to the Jungfrau Railway from there. The Wingernalp is the longest cog railway in the world, and it runs through the north face of the Eiger and Monk Mountains, so you would have stunning views from the train that you won't get from the Jungfrau Railway. Grindelwald Terminal is different than Grindelwald Grund is different than Grindelwald Railway Station. There are multiple stations in Grindelwald. Yes, it's confusing. They are all within a few minutes drive from each other. If you wanted to hike, the Jungfrau Eiger Walk and the Eiger Trail can both be accessed from Eiger Glacier Station. If I'm ever lucky enough to make it back to Switzerland, I'm definitely doing more hiking. The Jungfrau Railway runs through tunnels that were constructed inside the Jungfrau and Monk Mountains. So we had great views from the cable car, but then nothing from the train. You can actually mix and match cable car and cogwheel train from the Grindelwald Railway Station. It will take longer, but that's one way to do both and have views both ways. The price is actually the same from Grindelwald, whichever option you choose. We paid $265 US each. On our way top of the mountain. For all options, reservations are recommended. The whole thing took us about an hour and 10 minutes. At 11,332 feet, Top of Europe is the highest railway station in the world. Snow is guaranteed here 365 days a year. These are all the different attractions, and I will give my honest opinion on how we liked it. Unfortunately, all of these were not available to us due to weather, and that was a bummer, but there is nothing you can do to control that. Ice Palace is really cold, like being inside of a refrigerator. It has to be cooled down to 26 degrees so that the body heat of all the people who visit doesn't melt the place down. We're skating! These caverns were originally carved out in the 1930s. The walls are made up of ice blocks glued together with water. This section was a little bit too crowded for us to really enjoy. It was just whatever, we just walked by. Top of Europe is situated on Jungfraujoch, which is a ridge that is called a glacier saddle on the upper snow area of the Aletsch Glacier. It is the lowest point between the Monk and the Jungfrau Mountain.
About to get cold.
The view from the Sphinx Terrace is incredible. You can actually see the Aletsch Glacier from here. This glacier is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. At 14 miles long and almost a mile wide, the whole area is considered to be the largest glaciated area in Western Europe and Asia. Aletsch Glacier begins at Jungfrau Mountain. Due to climate change, it is shrinking. We would have also gotten a great view of Aletsch from Glacier Plateau. An elevator takes you up and outside to the edge of the glacier, but it was closed.
Freak out. Yeah, she went. Wait till she finds out.
Where is she?
Are you?
Yes.
Are you cold?
I'm cold. It's not miserable, but it's definitely cold.
Somebody's cold.
Jacket and the winter gear took up precious packing space, so I'm glad that we finally got to use it. I liked Alpine Sensations. The lights were cool. There was some interesting historical information here about tourism in the Jungfrau region. This area has been accessible to tourists since 1912 on the Jungfrau railway line. Off of this area is where the snow park fun activities would have been if it were open.
I already slipped. Oh, sunglasses.
From May to October, they have zip lining, sledding, skiing, and snowboarding for an extra fee. that was all closed and roped off, which was a real bummer. This is also where you would access the Jacques Hut Trail, which is a do-at-your-own-risk kind of adventure, which includes hiking over a glacier. We were not planning to do that. But I think it's kind of cool that it's the same trail that you could take if you were a badass mountain climber and wanted to summit Jungfrau or Monk. And this area was a little crowded, but I love that they had a little bar there.
Someone was hit me with a snowball, or was that you?
That was me.
It was so insanely bright out there that you had to wear sunglasses or else you would feel like you were being blinded. We were there for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. We had a lot of fun, but I felt a little bit deflated when we left, especially for the price. The views are spectacular from that elevation, and the ice palace was neat. Getting to see Aletsch Glacier made it a special experience. I'm not a mountain climber, it's the only way I'll ever be that high, but missing out on the snow park fun activities and the glacier plateau was a bummer. I would have definitely gone ziplining. It was only 20 francs. Don't get me wrong, I would still do it again if I had it to do over again. It's just disappointing when you feel like you didn't get to have the full experience.
Oh, I poked you in the head.
Yeah, you did. It's raining now, and we made it out of Jungfrau just in time. Maybe someday we'll travel for like 3 months.
Glad we got to experience another small, picture-perfect Swiss village. The population is only 3,800. And those mountains looming up in the distance are just so pretty. I don't know how we survived, but we really hadn't eaten all day. There are plenty of restaurants to choose from on this main street.
Bebes.
Oh, your burger.
It's like, it's a burger. Yours is more traditional, right?
Yeah. Where do they call it?
My phone's eyes.
Keep watching, there are many more of these gorgeous water fountains to come. You might be surprised at how many more. Another stunning view of the Eiger. We just so happened to be there for Swiss National Day, and this was more of the festivities. This day marks the founding of the Swiss Confederation in 1291, an alliance that is considered to be the origins of what is now Switzerland.
Looks so cozy right now.
We spent 2 nights in Grindelwald, and we loved it. This was hotel number 5 of our entire trip, second one in Switzerland, and it was a good one. We loved Pinte. Cute, clean, right in the center of everything. It's actually the oldest hotel in Grindelwald. If you want a balcony with an Eiger mountain view, upgrade and you'll end up in Bergwelt Grindelwald Alpine Design Resort, which is like the sister hotel, right down the street. Kind of wish we'd tried the restaurant. I didn't want to leave, but then again, I never do.
And we're off. The main hotel with all the amenities. Our little checkout gift.
It was a tight fit for 4 people when we started.
It won't close.
And it just got a little bit tighter as we went along.
Uh-oh. Need a reorg. Try it again. Oh, got it.
Ready to go. So now we were headed from Bern Canton to Lucerne, and this was our last full day in Switzerland. We had to make it count. It took us an hour and a half to get from Grindelwald to Lucerne. I was immediately charmed by Lucerne. I mean, look at it. This is the Jesuit Church of Lucerne. It was one of the first large churches built in Switzerland with this Baroque style of architecture. So pretty. The water in Switzerland is different. The bodies of water there are so pretty and so clear. This is due to a combination of glaciers, which provide a pure, cold source of water, the natural minerals, and the way they manage water supply. This is the 4th longest river in Switzerland. It is perfectly safe and legal to swim, and why not when their rivers look like this? Chapel Bridge is one of the oldest covered bridges in the world and was originally part of the city's fortifications. The paintings illustrate the history of Lucerne and the lives of its patron saints. This church was built between 1633 and 1639. The details inside and out are so beautiful. This is definitely the prettiest set of stairs I've ever seen. Wow. We were so busy trying to get on with our day and do what we wanted to do that we ended up skipping a lot of meals and did a lot of grab and go.
He's literally a monster.
You can also swim in Lake Lucerne from certain access points. Renting a boat was a spur-of-the-moment activity. It wasn't planned. S&G Rentals has pedal boats, motorboats, and yachts by the half hour on up. You don't need a license for the one that we got. It was so cool. It was a perfect day. High 70s. And being on the water, it was the perfect thing to do.
Way, right?
Go that way.
Okay.
Go that way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Go left.
Okay.
I really wasn't that interested in driving, but I had to try. I mean, how often can you say that you drove a boat in Switzerland? I found it to be a little bit nerve-wracking, but he's a pro. He had no problem maneuvering the boat right up to the dock.
Nice job.
You did it.
There are plenty of bars and restaurants on this street that runs right along the Reuss River. We stopped for a quick drink before we hit the road.
Go.
I've never gotten sick.
We spent about 2.5 hours there. I highly recommend a stop in Lucerne. It is just a beautiful city, and I know I keep saying that, but I'm telling you, everywhere we went was just magical. From there, it took us about an hour to pop on over to the Lindt Chocolate factory. They will accept walk-ins if they have any spots available, but you're taking your chances. You definitely need to book a museum tour in advance. We did not, so we got some Swiss chocolate goodies from the shop, and that was it. But wow, that chocolate fountain holds 3,806 pounds of real chocolate, biggest one you'll ever see. Besides missing luggage every time we had a layover, me getting shingles, and then getting sick on top of that, we really didn't have too many hiccups. Until now. This is me trying to check into a hotel for which I have no reservation. I was freaking out a bit.
I don't know.
This is the coffee shop attached to the hotel for self-check-in. I was sent around the corner to Hotel Montana to check on my booking. They said nope. Turns out that Zurich has a Hotel Joseph and a Hotel St. Joseph, and that saint makes all the difference. Oops. Lucky for us, it was not too far away. It was pretty close. But then I was worried, like, where the heck did I make us reservations? This is the main lobby, and then you exit the building and then go just down a ways into the building where all of the rooms are. Our friend said Hotel Joseph was nice, but so was Hotel St. Joseph. It was fine. It actually turned out to be a really great hotel. We were only going to be staying there for one night, but I wished we could have stayed longer. This bathroom was really beautiful, clean, and very large. Nailed it for the 6th and final hotel of our trip. Good sized room, decent storage, not too shabby for an accidental booking, and the price was actually really low. I was surprised at how nice it was for the price. Walking distance to city center and close to the airport. We would only have one evening in Zurich, but from what I could see on our stroll from the hotel to dinner was lovely. Another beautiful city in Switzerland.
Ruining our vibe. So no more cranes ruining our vibe.
This restaurant has an interesting history. The German word translates to arsenal cellar. The building has been around since 1487. Before it was a restaurant, it was used as an arsenal warehouse for weapons and ammunition. In 1927, it became a restaurant and serves some really delicious Swiss and German food. It's very popular and busy. Highly recommend. We all loved our food. It was really good. I couldn't believe it, but our epic European vacation was coming to an end. We had a fabulous last day in Switzerland.
Okay, we're saying goodbye to our 6th and last hotel room. Why am I sad?
The funny thing about Switzerland is that I didn't even really want to go there, but I loved it.
All right, we're ready.
I was afraid of how expensive it would be, but I think it wasn't as shocking because where we live is also very expensive. Summertime in Switzerland is truly a dream. And you can't do it all, but we did a lot in 7 days.
We got a nice spread here.
Traveling is a lot. The energy it requires, the logistics, the long travel days, keeping up with everything. This was our longest vacation ever, and I wasn't 100% sure if I would even love traveling for that long, but I really did.
Flight number 1. I think we're already delayed a little bit.
We really soaked it all in. We enjoyed our friends, each other, and the moments. Every country, every city, every day was spectacular.
The long one. The 11-hour one.
Finally gonna sleep.
Dinner has been served. There's nobody else that I would rather be traveling the world with. So that was really fun. Where are we going next?